Hey, Alan here for Old English Outfitters. You know, one of the best reasons to own a firearm is just fun, just shooting fun, plinking and shooting at targets of opportunity on the range, little wafer crackers or, little exploding things, whatever, just fun. And one of the best things to do that with is a 22 caliber revolver because the ammunition is cheap. If it's a revolver, you have no worries about the power level of the ammunition. If it's a long rifle chamber, it'll shoot shorts, longs, long rifles, shot shells, any of that stuff. So you can shoot a lot and you can shoot really cheap. A lot of times, too, a gun like that might be handy if you have a farm or a ranch or something like that, where you just need something that's not terribly heavy powered, but you need to eliminate small varmints like rats or mice or something like that, or but have enough that if you needed to dispatch a little bigger animal, you could if you had to. Well, to that end, a long time ago, a company called Ruger, an American company. Now, a lot of people think Ruger, that's a German company. I've had lots of customers say, what is that, a German company? No, it's an American company. Always has been. And if you look up their history, it's a very interesting history of that company, started by a guy named Bill Ruger. Well, a long time ago, Ruger produced a revolver called the Single Six and later upgraded it to what's the current model, which is the Super Single Six. Now, the Super Single Six is the gold standard of convertible 22 revolvers. It's a single action, get blue or stainless, several different barrel lengths, 2 cylinders convertible. One cylinder shoots long rifles or short long rifles, long rifle chamber. The other one shoots 22 Magnum. Really, really cool little single action revolver. But it's also, in the current time that we live in, managed to work its way up into that $500 and $600 price point. Well, a lot of people say that's a little more money than I want to spend. I wanted something a little less expensive. Well, as we've talked before on a couple reviews we've done, there are companies that have figured out how to produce pretty good products, but by just cutting back on the finishing a little bit, you can keep the production costs down. So to that end, Ruger has made this. This is the Wrangler. I think it came out last year. You've probably seen other reports on it. We've sold quite a few of these little guns. Nice little revolver. It comes in 3 colors. This one, which is silver, the cylinders are always black, by the way, but the rest of the gun's kind of a silver. The other color is bronze, and then the final color is just all black. But what they do with this to keep the price point down, keep production costs down so you can sell it less, simple plastic stocks, plastic grip panels. The finish is Cerakote. Now, Cerakote's not terribly expensive to do, and it's pretty sturdy for the most part. So by using Cerakote, you don't have to highly polish everything. And if you take a close look at this hammer, you notice it's not quite as finely finished as you might find a hammer on a Super Single Six. But that's okay. It works just fine. Didn't put adjustable sights on it because, again, all that adds to production costs. So you got a simple blade and a simple notch in the rear, which actually lines up pretty good. You could always paint the front if you wanted to make it a little more visible to suit your particular eye. If there's a certain color you see better than another, you might put a little paint up there if you wanted to. Just like the Super Single Six, it's a single action. So this gun's empty and safe, by the way, but you have to cock the hammer each time, okay? This has the same frame as the Super Single Six. So the wood stocks and the nicer grip panels, if you wanted to put something like that on here, if you didn't like the plastic, that's easy to do. Anything that fits a Single Six will fit this. Has Ruger's transfer bar and ignition system in it. So to load and unload, all you have to do is open the side loading gate. Now, if you're not familiar with single actions, single action, you got to cock the hammer each time, pull the trigger to fire the shot. But you also have to load one round at a time. You also have to eject empties one at a time, okay? So if you're not familiar with that, on this particular gun, you open the loading gate, and then you just rotate the cylinder and load each round individually. The cylinder is freewheeling, so it will rotate either direction, and it has no indents, so you have to kind of watch and see that you've got it in the right place to drop that round in there. The rims on the 22 cartridges that go in, this has got a little section there that's going to go all the way down inside the cylinder. The rim doesn't sit on top. And if it starts to get dirty, we saw this a couple times, just make sure they're pushed in there all the way and you're okay. So rotates either direction. Once you're set, all you got to do is close that. All 6 chambers loaded, gun's completely safe because of their transfer bar system. Now, when it comes to unloading, single action, again, for those of you who are not familiar with it, same business. You open the loading gate on the side of the gun so the cylinder will freewheel. Then up here, you've got a little ejector rod, spring-loaded right there. So what you have to do is line the chamber up with that ejector rod and push that ejector rod through. If you can see it or not, push it through. That kicks your empty casing out. You got to do that for each of the 6 chambers. So you're not going to shoot high volumes of fire out of this. If you want to shoot a lot of 22s quick, don't buy this. Go get a semi-automatic. If you want to have some fun and a little nostalgia and a little appreciation for the folks who actually had to use these things when they were the state of the art, this is a great little choice. $199, any of the 3 colors, black, silver, or bronze Cerakote. Pretty neat little gun. We shot it on a range. We just took a box of just all kinds of different 22 shells in there. We shot a couple of shorts through it. We shot some long rifles there, at least 1 or 2 stingers in the batch we shot. Noticed a little bit of variation, point of impact, and that's not unusual because of all that stuff. You got a little different power levels, bullets leaving faster from one particular one to the other. So wouldn't be unusual to see a little difference in point of impact. Not enough to be a huge concern if you're just plinking or eliminating a pest at close range at your farm or something like that. You disassemble of any single action revolver, and this is no different if you're going to clean it, maintain it. On this one, you open the loading gate, push the little plunger piece. It's got a screw piece on one side of it. Push that sideways so the cylinder base pin comes out, and you just pull the cylinder base pin out like so, and let the cylinder rotate out the same side that the loading gate's on. That's all you got to do to clean it. Scrub the cylinder up, scrub the inside of it up. The silver Cerakote's kind of nice. You'll be able to really clearly see everything that's dirty. Put the cylinder back in, put the cylinder base pin back in. When you do that, make sure that that base pin goes all the way down, which you'll be able to see if it function checks all right. And you're good to go. Neat little gun, lots of fun. Again, you know, you can buy something like this for $200. You can buy a ton of 22 ammo, and you can have a lot of fun just plinking and shooting and developing good shooting skills. Front sight focus, trigger squeeze, working on all that stuff that translates to the bigger calibers and different types of guns. So if you're interested in these, come pay us a visit. We've got them. That's all we've got for now. Until next time, I'm Alan for Old English Outfitters. Thanks for watching.